Hey guys, it is me again. Today is, Thursday, August the 11th. Makes it day 223 on our Project Survey More. Tell you what, guys, you can tell that and I dread it too, that the seasons is getting ready to change. I've been out in the garage welding tonight and practicing TIG welding, and it's the first night in a long time that I actually walked from the garage into the house, and it got warmer coming from the garage into the house. You know, normally, because it's been up in the 90s and high 80s, and then, you know, you walk in the house and it's 70, you know, it's cooler. But tonight, I think the house, the heat pump was on like 72, the air conditioning was, and it was actually about 68 or 67 outside. So yeah, I dread it, guys. I really do. It almost freaks me out. I dread it so much. I mean, I do. You know, I don't know. I hate winter. I hate everything you have to fool with. I hate the cold. I hate snow. I hate that our business gets down to nothing. I have to fool and worry about that. Power bills go up. It don't do nothing but make my life miserable. But we have to just, you know, that's the thing about it. I know I don't take it as good as some people do, but we still have to trust in the Lord, you know, and just take it in stride. And He's always been there for us. So that's what we got to depend on for till He comes back, you know, till He comes and gets us and takes us home. We just got to, you know, put up with it. We're going to suffer in this old world. That's just the way this world is. Somebody tells you different than that, then they're lying. You know, even, you know, a lot of preachers want to preach to people trying to get them saved, that, you know, you become saved and everything gets hunky-dory and your income goes up, you get a bigger house, you get a nicer car, you get a better job, and all your problems go away. And that's just not the case. You know, Jesus struggled and was condemned and you know, made fun of and beat and persecuted His whole life while He was here. You know, and you know, we're His servants, you know, so how can we expect to live a better life than He did? You know, we can't. So we just have to trust in Him. But anyway, guys, let's get an important part tonight, because I don't want to make a 9 or 10 minute video. So we're going to continue tonight in John chapter 9. I got verse 17 marked here, so I guess that's about right. I think it is. So let's start now. They say unto the blind man again, What sayest thou of him, that he hath opened thine eyes? He said, Is he a prophet? But the Jews did not believe concerning him, that he had been blind and received his sight, until they had called the parents of him that received his sight. And see, this is what always got me. You know, they knew this guy. They'd seen him around. They'd seen him begging. You know, it said they didn't believe that he'd really been blind, so they had to call his parents. You know, they were just being, I don't know what they were being. They were just being, you know, because they knew this guy was really blind. And they asked them, saying, Is this your son, who ye say was born blind? How then doth he now see? His parents answered them and said, We know that this is our son, and that he was born blind. But by what means he now seeth, we know not, or who hath opened his eyes, we know not. He is of age. Ask him, he shall speak for himself. These words spake his parents, because they feared the Jews, for the Jews had agreed already that if any man did confess that he was Christ, he should be put out of the synagogue. Therefore said his parents, He is of age, ask him. Then again called they the man that was blind, and said unto him, Give God the praise. We know that this man is a sinner. He answered and said, Whether he be a sinner or no, I know not. One thing I know, that whereas I was blind, now I see. Then said they to him again, What did he to thee? That's odd, and it seems like I should say, What did he do to thee? But it just says, What did he to thee? How opened he thine eyes? He answered them, I have told you already, and ye did not hear. Wherefore would you hear it again? Will ye also be his disciples? I thought that was pretty good, him getting back at him. I've already told you. You know, dipsticks, he's saying, you know. He's saying, if you'll hear, you know, wherefore would you hear it again? Will ye also be his disciples? You know, he's saying now that I've heard it, I'm a disciple of his. If you hear it enough, are you going to be a disciple of his? Get a little bit smart with him. There's what he was doing, but they deserved it. So anyway, guys, it looks like it's about 10 verses or so. Guys, I thank you for being here as always. You guys that are watching and commenting, I mean, I know we're down to piddly numbers, but hey, as long as somebody's watching and getting something out of it, I'm glad. I'm going to try to answer comments tomorrow night, guys. You know, I've not answered them in a while. I've been reading them, but I've not been answering them. Well, like right now, it's after 1 o'clock, guys. I've been so busy here lately. We've been having so much breaking down at work, and I've been having to try to work in the evenings and do some stuff, do some little projects, and you know, I bought that welder, so and now I just bit my jaw. I bought that welder so I can start fixing some stuff that, you know, some aluminum stuff and that. So I've been out there all night tonight practicing welding with this thing, and so I've just been busy. But you know, I thank you guys for being here. I'm going to get to the comments, so just hang in there with me. Don't lose confidence in me. But anyway, guys, just keep praying for me. Like I said, you know, here we are. The weather's already starting to change, and I like going into winter with a little bit of money put up, and right now we don't have any money put up. We're trying to sell a camper and can't sell it. I mean, I need some stuff. I need some miracles. I really do. I need to sell that camper because that'll give us the money to live on through the winter. If we can sell that camper. So, you guys pray for that for me. Pray for my business that it'll pick up this week. You know, last week was a decent week. This week's not been as bad as 2 weeks ago, but it's still not been good. It's not near as good as last week was. So, I probably won't get the draw payday tomorrow, but you know, let's pray for that anyway. Let's pray that the Lord will give us some kind of miracle. Maybe one of these companies that owes me will pay me, or somebody will pay me, or something will happen. So we always just got to hope in that. And we've got to hope and trust in the Lord, guys. So just pray for me. Pray for my business. Like I said, pray for my family, my church. And I'm praying for you guys. And I got to get off here. So anyway, good Lord willing, I'll be back here tomorrow night. If you guys need anything, as always, let me know. And I'll see you guys again. Good night, and God bless.